Hey there, fellow Ivy League dream chasers. Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the hottest topics in the world of higher education. Today, we've got some mind-blowing news that's going to shake up the college admissions game. So, grab your popcorn and get ready for an exciting talk. But before we dive in, let me give you a quick rundown of what we'll be covering in this video. In the wake of the Supreme Court striking down affirmative action, we'll be revealing 4 groundbreaking strategies that Ivy League schools are implementing to ensure diversity in college admissions without explicitly considering race. So get ready to learn about number 1, diversity via socioeconomic considerations. Number 2, holistic admissions processes. Number 3, geographic diversity. And number 4, outreach and recruitment efforts. So don't stop this video and watch till the end. Now, are you ready? I know I am. So without further ado, let's jump right into our discussion. First, why will Harvard comply by halting affirmative action? But first, let's define what this compliance actually means for the college admissions process. Well, Ivy League schools, starting with the mighty Harvard, are taking center stage in reshaping their admissions criteria to comply with the court's ruling. They're bidding farewell to the race factor in college admissions to avoid the legal and financial consequences of not complying. For example, the federal government funds up to half of Harvard's annual research budget, which makes the US government Harvard's biggest sponsor outside of Harvard itself. And this is true for all the other Ivy League schools, as well as a lot of the top-tier universities. Coming back to the impact on college admissions though, the big reveal is this. For years, Harvard has been experimenting with alternative approaches to maintaining diversity while staying within the boundaries of the law. And today, we're giving you an exclusive peek into 4 strategies so you can work with, rather than against, the changing current. So make sure to watch this video till the end. Are you ready for the first game changer? Say hello to socioeconomic based considerations. Instead of solely focusing on race, universities are shifting their attention towards socioeconomic factors that truly level the playing field. While Harvard uses dozens of variables as markers to identify socioeconomic diversity, the main ones are family income, parental education level, and neighborhood characteristics. By addressing the disadvantages faced by economically disadvantaged students, including those from underrepresented minority groups, these higher education institutions are willing to keep on creating opportunities for underrepresented minorities. For our Korean international students, Korean Americans, and Asians in general, this shift will pose some additional challenges. Of course, at Apex Ivy, we've been preparing proactive strategies to address these challenges for years, since we already knew about Harvard's redefinition of diversity from race to socioeconomic factors. But unfortunately, today we only have time for an overview of the impact that the end of affirmative action will have on Asian students and other students. So let's move on. Next up, prepare for a consolidated overview of the holistic review process. Universities are stepping away from the narrow focus on test scores and grades. They want to see you, the person beyond the numbers. Your unique experiences, personal background, extracurricular activities, and leadership qualities will take the center stage. It's time to showcase your authentic self and let your story shine. Regarding holistic admissions, Apex Ivy's YouTube channel will continue to deal with this topic every week, so stay tuned. Now, with the end of affirmative action, prepare for more global geographic diversity. Universities want to maintain racial diversity, and the easiest way to do this legally is to just admit students not just from different US states where affirmative action has been invalidated and is therefore more challenging, but from more corners around the world. In fact, the Ivy League has been ramping up its recruitment efforts in underrepresented countries throughout Southeast Asia, South America, and Africa. They're seeking individuals who can bring diverse perspectives and impact the world with their US education. For Asian international students, specifically from South Korea, China, and somewhat India, where there is already a high representation, the widened recruitment efforts of US universities to underrepresented countries will mean that there will be more, not less, international student competitors with the end of affirmative action. Domestically in the US, universities are also stepping up their outreach and recruitment efforts to cover a wider geographic area. They're determined to reach out to underrepresented communities and minority students to increase application counts from these communities. And I guarantee you that the Ivy League will either be boasting about increased application counts from underrepresented communities and races at the end of this 2023-2024 application cycle, or if the colleges fail at increasing such application counts, the Ivy League, including Harvard, will lead the pack of US colleges to file an appeal with the Supreme Court with the full backing of the political atmosphere, claiming that the Supreme Court's decision has increased the racial divide on their campuses. It's a prophecy that will be proven true, so keep visiting Apex Ivy's YouTube channel. Already, US universities are forging stronger partnerships with high schools, community-based organizations, and scholarship programs, all in the pursuit of finding talented students from diverse backgrounds. This gives students from these communities a greater chance to be discovered, and while gestures may be made for politically correct reasons, Asian American students will somehow find that their communities and schools will have relatively less space on the Ivy League radar. Before arguing whether all this is fair or not, let's come back to the steady truth. Admissions decisions are not just about race or ethnicity. However, while the deletion of affirmative action policies brings changes, let's not forget that the United States is a country of diverse races and cultures, and colleges across the nation are committed to ensuring that no group of people is left secluded from participating in America's civil society. College admissions is not just a ticket to academia or for personal success. It's a gateway to better careers and more opportunities for socioeconomic mobility, which is social insurance for social stability and the remedy against social unrest, therefore a matter of national security. So, my friends, instead of seeing the end of affirmative action as the grand finale, let's think of it as Act 1 of a play coming to a close and Act 2 of the same play beginning on the same stage with the curtains being drawn. Asian students, rather than thinking that it's become easier for you, look more intensely at yourselves to find true points of differentiation. International students, especially from Asia, instead of thinking the end of affirmative action will or will not impact you, remember that the Ivy League will be expanding the base of countries from which they recruit students. Non-Asian students, don't think that it's the end of your opportunities, or for white American students, just like the Asians, don't think you have a better shot now, but instead, prepare to rise up to the rising challenge of more competitors from around the world and more communities throughout the US with more fervor and courage. Whatever your race, it's time to define who you are, find your unique perspective through extraordinary experiences, and discover how you can impact the world. It's not about outdoing others in grades, scores, or activities. It's about making a difference, no matter who you are. So, if you're up for the challenge, let's rewrite the script together with Apex Ivy and create a future where you have a fairer shot at success. Alright folks, that's our wrap up for today's viral-worthy video. If you found this information inspiring and eye-opening, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, with your children, with your parents, anyone who's navigating the college admissions journey. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, keep spreading those vibes, keep striving for greatness, and always remember, you, not anyone else, not the Ivy League, or even the US Supreme Court, only you are the author of your own success story.